It's the Skor North Twin Show.
It's random twin of the weekday here on the Skor North Twin Show. And we also have from CBS Sports an in-season tournament pitch for Major League Baseball that we want to dive into here. But first, a hot stove update. A little hot stove update here. Okay.
What do we got?
Well, we've got the Twins transaction scoreboard here for the offseason, okay? Outgoing, we're going to update you on every episode. Outgoing players, Sonny Gray, Kenta Maeda, Emilio Pagan, also free. So those guys have signed elsewhere. Free agents still sitting out there, Michael A. Taylor, Donnie Barrels, Joey Gallo. Incoming players who have replaced those guys?
You forget one more outgoing. You're forgetting an outgoing player. We lost another one yesterday.
Oh, no. Who'd we lose yesterday?
We lost Andrew Stevenson, the fourth outfielder.
I'm going to put him on the list.
We lost him to Japan. He got a Japan deal. Guaranteed money, baby.
Yeah, he did.
Can't pass that up.
So
so
he has decided
on his big league career.
He has
I don't
decided
blame him.
2 months before spring training, I'm probably not going to get a major league contract.
Okay.
I'm out. Good for him.
So
Great
just
year
go
at the Saints.
mash.
Yeah.
He probably figures, I've been mashing in the minor leagues for all these years. I'm not getting a major league contract off my minor league production, so I might as well go play some pro ball in Japan and see what
He's got
happens.
some speed, can run the ball down, steal a few bags. Absolutely.
So can we rephrase this from players the Twins have lost from their playoff roster, right? Because he was on the playoff roster.
Yeah, he was. Yeah.
And then players acquired will be
Still,
Crickets. Chirp,
it's
chirp, chirp,
you,
chirp,
you know what this is?
chirp, chirp, chirp.
This is the workplace accident sign. It's been it's been 874 days since there's been an accident here.
Oh.
It's the worst, but it's zero. It's zero.
It's been it's been
Or you
0
can add the
days
days.
since the Twins. Well, what would it be? It's been
When's the last transaction they made?
well. When did the offseason start? Five days after the World Series, which would have been like November 6th or something.
Yep.
So it has been so 30. It's been call it 38 days since the Twins opened free agency and have not done anything. We are the poke the Twins with a stick meme right now.
come on.
Before we fix baseball's doldrums with an in-season tournament here, this is the last day today for the Skor North auction. So you can go to skornorth.com and type in the keyword auction, and there's all sorts of amazing items up for bid. For instance, there's a golf trip to the Dominican Republic up for auction right now. There's an ice fishing trip up north that you can get your hands on. Skornorth.com and type in the keyword auction. Today is the last day to get your bids in for this winter auction. So, okay, boys, CBS Sports. I'm just going to kind of read through this, and then we can discuss if this makes sense. The NBA decided, you know what? No one gives a rip about November and December basketball. What do we have to lose? Let's spice it up. Let's put some meaning behind it. We'll just kind of make up this NBA Cup and designate some of these regular season games as tournament games, pool play, and then elimination round. And it winds up like pretty exciting in Las Vegas. I know that they didn't pack the house, but like as a TV event, the Lakers wind up spraying champagne in their locker room. LeBron James gets to hoist the trophy. So it did inject a lot of life into the NBA. Major League Baseball's regular season, we love it. And obviously Twins fans listening to this love it, but it's not the most like must see, especially between April's fun because it's new, but like May, June, July.
It could use seasoning for sure.
It could use seasoning, and it is hilarious because like opening day is on there for me as like one of my favorite days, and it's just hilarious that like game 2, I'm like, oh yeah, I mean I'm excited, but it just drops off a cliff. In terms of excitement.
Yeah, and the fans are the same way. It's like 40,000 people inside Target Field, and then the next day it's like 18,000 people and
fans.
So, okay, here's the write-up from CBS. They have mapped this out, not super specifically, but just with some general parameters. So Major League Baseball can't just play a bunch of like one-game playoff games. Like the NBA can say, hey, this game on Wednesday night between the Wolves and the Spurs, that's a playoff game. Well, baseball, you can't do that because the these have to be regulars. These have to count toward your 162, and you can't just have a team. We're going to travel to Pittsburgh on Tuesday and then back over here. So it has to be, with 30 teams especially, it has to be 3-game series. And then for pool play, the pools would have to be divisible by 5 or 6, like teams of 5 or 6. Now you might ask, why don't you just do it in the division? Couldn't you just do like division pool play? You could. And maybe that creates some more division rivalries. But then if there's one division with like 5 good teams and then there's another division with 1 good team. Yeah. So starting there, would you do, if let's say we need 5 or 6 different pools, would you do divisions, or would you mix and match based on the entire league?
Here's what I would do. I would rework the schedule from the initial concept. So you still play 162. I'm not going to mess with the quote unquote integrity of it. I would find a way to make the in-season tournament involve your interleague play games.
Well, that's how you would designate the pools.
So yes. So I would designate the pools as your interleague games are part of this tournament. Now that might require some remixing of when you play those games, but I think that would be fun to be, because they're still trying to draw a significance between the 2 leagues. So why not have it be those games count for, in the eyes of the tournament, they count for more.
Yeah, I think that's too muddy. I think that's too muddy to go for it at an interleague standpoint. I would be for starting it with your division, because like that's already going to create the rivalry. Like that already, you're going to play those teams a lot. Scheduling it makes a lot of sense. I think you start. And I haven't read the CBS report. I wanted to be surprised with it, but I think that's where it should start, is with your divisional play.
So the debate here between you guys, we all agree. I agree with this premise too. Like there has to be pools. You got to do like some pool play and then get to like elimination. So we're looking for 6 groups of 5. Well, we already have that, right, in baseball. They're called divisions.
Right.
Am I wrong? Are there any divisions at this point that are? Am I blacking out here? Every division currently has 5 teams, right?
The West has 4, right?
I guess our research department probably could have put some work into.
Well, they took the day off.
Nope, they all have 5. They all
have
5
now, yeah.
Yep, it's 5, 5, 5, 5, 5.
The Astros moved.
Yeah. Yep. So you could either go 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and it's divisions, or I kind of like that. I'm kind of with Declan on this one. Create some more, put even more emphasis behind. If you beat the White Sox in a series, it matters for the regular season, and it matters for the pool play.
My problem with that is that ideally, and I know the AL Central sucks, but my problem with that is those games should already, especially down to the wire, be the actual playoff race. Mm-hmm. And I feel like the interleague format, which started off, very intriguing, has sort of lost its luster. Because now it's like, oh, you're playing the Dodgers. Okay, you're playing the Dodgers. So I'm trying to, in my world, I'd like to create rivalries and intrigue with games that don't necessarily have it. And supposedly your division is supposed to contain that. Now we can debate if that's true or not.
Yep. So
but I'm
whatever,
not any of this.
So okay, there's a debate there, but then you get into your group of 5, which means it's your team, the Twins plus 4 other teams, and you would designate 4 of those. So you'd play 4 3-game series against the other 4 teams in your pool. Mm-hmm. Each 3-game series would have a winner. So after the Twins and Braves play each other, or if it's Twins and Royals, however this is formatted, whoever would win 2 out of the 3 would win that series. Now, of course, if you sweep, you'd still play the 3rd game as part of your regular season schedule, because you got to play 162.
Right.
So that game, let's say it's Twins and White Sox. Twins sweep the first 2, they win, so they get a point for winning that pool matchup. Yeah. And then those teams play each other just for American League Central standings. CBS has the 6 pool winners advancing to the next round, and then 2 wild card teams as well. And the tiebreakers would be overall record, not series record, and then run differential. So that 3rd game in the series, if you win that 3rd game, it counts obviously in the standings, and it counts toward your tiebreaker at the end of this pool play process. Does this all make sense here so far? I love this.
It does.
So
I
far it
would
does.
I would eliminate I would go down to one wild card team personally.
Mathematically, I don't know if you can do that though.
If you have 6 winners from
Mathematically, you need 8 teams.
Oh, you need
to come
8.
out of this.
Okay. Yeah, I didn't know the 8 part. Okay, got it. Keep going.
What was
But I
your
still like it.
reasoning?
I was gonna say each one who wins your division, advances. Each one who wins your divisional pool play advances. So that's 3, and then the wild card team would be 4. So it would be 4 and 4. I thought that would be the case.
That's literally what they're doing.
So why is it how is it 2 wild card teams then?
You have 6 pools across baseball and 2 wild card teams. That gives you 8.
Too much math for me.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm not doing the math here. I'm letting you guys.
What
do
is
the
this?
math.
When you said 2 wild card teams though, I'm sorry. 2 wild card teams from like the total, because I was saying one from the AL, one from the NL is what I was.
That's because you're still
interpreting that
thinking about AL/NL. This is not AL/NL. This is you could make the pools division pools. It's pools. It's
Yeah,
30
it's pool
teams
It's
divided
soccer,
into 6
Now
pools.
I'm gonna look at the CBS thing because I'm very confused.
Well, no, what's confusing? 30 teams.
Let's just keep going.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep going.
But
Go.
I
get
don't
it.
want the audience to be confused here.
Well, I don't think
Well,
they are. I think this is more of a Declan
They're
problem.
good at,
So that's
okay.
why I
they're
think
good
we
at
should probably
math,
keep going.
unlike Dex and I. They're good at
I'm not-
math, so let's
yeah.
not allow our
We
stupidity
should almost have a
to
graphic
stop
up
the
on
show.
that.
Prolong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, where's our graphics department?
So again, 6 pools. If you win your pool, you advance to the next round, and then 2 wild card teams, also with like the next best tiebreaker records. Now you have 8 teams advancing from pool play. So from there, the 6 pool winners and the 2 wild cards are thrown into a playoff bracket that won't be reseeded. It's just you just keep going here, according to CBS. So they'll play 3-game series the rest of the way until a champion is crowned. So that would mean that let's say like the wild card 1 would play pool winner here in a 3-game series, and then whoever wins that 3-game series advances to the next round. If it's a sweep, you still have to play the 3rd game for regular season purposes, because that's going to count toward your record.
Right.
Now, NBA had to deal with this too. Okay, so those teams get eliminated, and then the teams that didn't get to the qualifying bracket round, you'd have to then match those teams up. Like the Timberwolves got bounced, and so they had 2 open dates on their schedule,
Which worked out fine.
so they got to play 2 other teams that got bounced, which happened to be 2 of the worst teams in the NBA, the Spurs and the Grizzlies, without John
But it
Morant.
worked out. Like it was not a problem, right? So
Yep.
like it worked fine.
Yep. So like the trickiness is obviously like filling in the rest of the schedule for teams that get eliminated. Who do they play? And you just play. So your team gets eliminated in the first round of the bracket. This team gets eliminated. Now you guys play each other in a 3-game series. Call it a consolation or call it just a regular season series. Right?
Yep.
And so it's just 3-game series until you get to the championship series. And then, of course, in that championship series, I think much like the NBA, it would be separate from the 162. Like the NBA championship game was separate from the 82. So if it's a sweep, you wouldn't play the 3rd game, I think. Does all of this make any amount of sense or no?
Well, yeah, yes. But here, so I was disappointed because the CBS piece didn't take the next logical step of what we talked about a couple of days ago. The NBA also did not do this, but this is where I think that there's a real chance for fun. Perhaps when you get to the actual play down of this, so it wouldn't take place in every single tournament game, although it could. I think you got to experiment with some rules. I think you got to have some fun here. I think you got to go, look, I am probably, or at least I started when Phil and I started the old radio show, the biggest traditionalist. So like I was guilty and I probably still am at times, but Phil and Dex, I think you could experiment with some fun stuff here.
So
this
is where you would do like electronic strike zone for the whole game or something, or
here's another one I'm thinking. I'm going to throw 2 things out, and they're going to seem absurd at first, but just bear with me and give them some thought, and perhaps we can hone them. Okay. Extra innings. How about instead of 2nd, a guy starts on 3rd?
3rd.
Yes.
Oh, you really want to get on with the process?
Oh yeah. Well, I'm just saying that I think there's some. This could be fun. Here's my other idea, and again, this is going to sound nuts,
How about you can use your bat as a weapon once in a
perhaps
game?
it can be you can charge the mound and just throw the bat. How about this one too? How about there's some form, so when you get to the play down, when you get to the championship round, perhaps it's at a neutral site, which is what the NBA did. How about this idea? If you go to extras, I don't know how you do this, but you determine it's not necessarily always the home team that bats last. And you have a sudden death format that's based on this: a home run.
Wait. Wow.
A home run ends the game.
So only a home run ends. So it's a home run derby against.
But no. Instead of so now in football, OT, right? If you get the ball first possession of OT, and you score a touchdown, the game is done.
Yeah.
But if you don't, it continues on.
Okay.
So what I'm saying is, if you hit a home run in the top of the 10th.
So I got it. So it's extra innings as normal.
Yes.
Unless someone hits a bomb, in which case any bomb is a walk-off bomb.
Exactly.
So if I lead off the 10th, what about this?
Kind of like
right. This is all crafting.
It's kind of like the NFL overtime rule. If you score a touchdown, you win.
Yeah, that's what I said.
But what about here's a hole in this logic though. What if I nickel and dime and bunt my way and I score 3 runs in the top? It's a bunch of seeing eye singles and a sac fly and then whatever, an error, and I score 3 runs with death by paper cuts, and then you lead off the bottom of the inning with a solo home run. Does your solo home run trump my 3 paper cut?
No, my thought was top of the 10th. Because ordinarily, if I hit a home run in the top of the 10th, you get to bat in the bottom of the 10th.
Yeah.
So no, this would be more like in the top of the 10th, if I hit a home run, the game is done.
Does that apply to the 11th and the 12th, or only the 10th?
I'm saying crafting stuff here. I just think that there's an ability, especially in the championship portion of the bracket here, to come up with some cool ideas that could be tested.
This is reckless speculation Thursday.
Yeah,
so I just want
I'm
to
not
say
saying, and nothing I'm saying is like in stone. I'm just saying
this episode is so drunk, and I love it.
It's spitballing. I'm spitballing.
How about this one? I'm stealing this too from baseball Reddit. I'm stealing this. I did not just come up with this on my own. When a home run is hit, the fan that catches that ball can throw that ball back into the play, and then you can still get that guy out on a relay. Like, what if it's a short little ball and that guy was just having a home run shot, and you get that back to the right fielder, Kepler gets it back in the infield, and you get him at third or home.
So what you'd want to do is, if you're a major league team, then you'd want to pay like
to run it out.
Minor league players, like outfielders, to sit in the stands, and so someone's always nearby with like a rocket for an arm. Like I want, Stevenson, for instance. Like if he can't make my roster, then I'm gonna pay him to sit in the outfield so that, hey, get the ball to this guy so he can throw a relay to the shortstop.
But what if a kid, like a 12-year-old kid, gets the ball and throws it into Kepler? Kepler throws it to Correa. Correa guns the guy down, so the guy who hits the home run has to run hard.
Yes, that's the point. That's the point.
No,
he has to run hard.
No, I know. But like the scoring play would be 12-year-old kid 9-6-2. No, I know what you're saying. I love it. I'm saying it's crazy.
I just want to say, this is the Twins' fault. 38 days. They haven't added one player to their roster. And so here we sit on the Skor North Twin Show wanting to entertain the audience, coming up with ways to completely shake the tree for Major League Baseball's
comment section. Send us what are your ideas? Like there have to be things that at least are cool ideas.
Yeah, the tournament idea sounds like a blast because it takes one thing baseball really lacks is just a sense of like importance and urgency for most of its games. There's so many games. There's 162 games.
Yep.
They're all sort of equal.
Yep.
It's not, none of it's like must-see television. Even Sunday Night Baseball that used to be kind of must-see TV in the 90s when I was growing up. Oh my God, Pedro Martinez and Roger Clemens are going to face each other. John Morgan John Miller and Joe Morgan here. And so an in-season tournament, and if there was even I don't think we have to get super wacky with the rules, but it just creates some more appointment viewing and must-see television, right? Oh man, tonight, this is a if the Twins can win this game tonight over the White Sox, they can advance in the in-season tournament, right?
Yeah.
Or a 12-year-old might catch a home run ball and gun down Kyle Schwarber.
Can you imagine the thrill because some, baseball player doesn't run hard?
Couple more random ones here I'll fly through that I just found that are just absolutely hilarious. Extra innings are played with one less player defensively until it's just the pitcher and the catcher.
I love it.
Every time through the lineup. So once you get through 9, you can then reorder the lineup however you want. 2 outs and nobody on after the pitcher struck out, and you don't want to waste the top of your lineup. Your old 9 hitter is now your 1 hitter.
I've heard this.
Another one. What did I just see? I saw one other one that was once per game, a team can declare before the inning starts that they get 4 outs.
Once per game.
4 outs. Once per game.
So it's a tie game in the 8th inning, and the heart of our order is coming up.
We want 4.
We want 4 outs. Oh, God.
Do you know what you
baseball
could do?
Traditionalists are jumping out of windows.
They just shut the show
double
off.
Switch.
Do you know what you could do? Re-entry.
Re-entry could be fun.
It's funny. It's the only sport that doesn't allow re-entry, right?
I know.
Isn't that kind of weird?
And I used to be opposed to it, but I mean, if you're in the 12th, right? And your big bat was taken out in the 8th, comes back in and mashes.
Here he comes.
Anyways.
No, I think all right. Yeah, let us know in the YouTube comment section. Okay, on
And
the in-season playoff or the in-season tournament, what do you think on some of these crazy? What would you experiment with rules wise if you got the leeway to do it for?
And for the love of God, Target Field, do something, people.
Come on, Twins, make a trade, do something. Okay, before we get to our random twin of the week here, a shout out to the Grand Old Creamery. So most folks know that the Grand Old Creamery has been iconic in the Twin Cities as a small batch, handcrafted, ultra premium ice cream parlor, over 300 flavors, 32 on hand at any given time in that St. Paul Grand Avenue and Minneapolis Cedar Avenue locations. What you might not know is family owned, operated, 3 generations of delicious dessert destination. It's the taste of the Grand Old Creamery with 14% butterfat, locally sourced dairy from farms within a 100-mile radius of the metro. And just for the holidays, eggnog and winter wonderland flavors as well, available for a limited time. Made in Minnesota, taste of Grand Old Creamery awaits everyone. Also at Lund's, Byerly's, Kowalski's, Hy-Vee. Find your nearest store at grandoldcreamery.com. So we've done a few months worth of random twins here, and it's a tight race. I have 8 correct. Judd has 7. Declan has 6. So we're all kind of neck and neck here. The last handful of random twins, Delman Young, Emilio Pagan, Matthew Lee Croy, Drew Butera, Dave Winfield, and Craig Breslow. It's Judd's turn to throw out the clues here. So Declan, you and I get up to 3 incorrect guesses, 3 strikes. If one of us hits the 3rd strike, the other guy gets the point. Let's do it.
All right, I'm back. Random twin from the same guy who earlier today, if you watch Purple Daily, brought you Random Viking. Clue number 1. This random twin hails from Fullerton, California.
Where in California?
Fullerton, California.
Oh, Fullerton.
Fullerton.
I heard like Forden.
Fullerton, California. But he attended high school in Phoenix.
Cal State Fullerton's a baseball powerhouse.
Big time. Big time.
All right. This random twin was drafted by the White Sox in the 44th round. However, he did not sign, instead deciding to attend the University of Utah, where in his final season with the Utes, he led the nation in OPS and slugging percentage.
Oh. Wow.
That success earned him All-American honors from Baseball America.
Okay.
All right. Let's try again with the draft. Because now that his great college career
now he's
is
a
done,
junior, now he's got to be probably a first round, second round.
Yeah, this random twin was drafted in the 1st round after his success at Utah. He was not drafted by the Twins, by the way. This is not a guy drafted by the Twins.
Okay.
All right. This random twin, his first stop in professional baseball was in the Pioneer League with the Orem Owls. Orem, O-R-E-M, Owls of the Pioneer League.
Sometimes I just don't write down clues.
That was
Sometimes
mine. I did not write that clue down either.
Yeah.
Well, somebody out there right now is screaming the answer, and
that's true.
Right.
What was that team again?
The Orem Owls. O-W-L-Z. The Orem Owls. All right. Okay. He made his major league debut on May 3rd, 2014. It was not with the Twins.
Oh, boy. Okay.
And actually went 3 for 5 in that debut.
Wow.
Is it Logan Morrison?
Oh, that's
No.
a great guess.
No, it's not. No.
Great guess.
I wouldn't pick that doink.
Yeah, but you also would pick him because he's a doink.
No,
so I don't think you can
yeah.
necessarily rule out.
I never. Among my clues are this random
I'm going
twin
to Google Logan Morrison. I just wanna know
carried a boombox around, despite the fact it was about 2017.
What? That's a clue?
No, that's not a clue. I said
Oh,
him.
Logan Morrison.
For
did.
Logan, for Lomo, he carried a boombox around from like the 90s.
Okay. Logan Morrison, yeah, he was actually a 22nd round pick.
Yeah. All right. This random twin has made one All-Star appearance in his career.
Oh my god. This is gonna kill me.
He has worn the following numbers in the big leagues: 20, 24, 44, 26, and 25.
Oh my God.
Uh,
I think I have a guess, but then I'm worried that I'm going to be wrong, and then I'm down to my last guess. But I mean, shooter's got to shoot. There's no way that guy did not debut in 14.
You want the next clue or no?
Yeah.
yeah, keep going.
This random former twin has 187 career home runs in 1,049 games.
What? Wait a second. No.
Hold on a second here.
There's no way, dude. He'd be averaging like 95 home runs a season.
Hold on a second. Wait.
Right? No, I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm thinking plate appearances. No, you're sorry. My bad. My bad.
But I'm going to confirm that too.
Sorry.
That did seem. Yeah, just hold on.
Nope,
a second.
you're good.
I'm confirming. No, I'm confirming. I want to confirm. Yes.
I heard plate appearances, and I was like, whoa.
Yes.
This dude is bomb.
Yes, 187 in 1,040.
Okay.
Yep, that was
Carry
correct.
on. That's my fault.
Okay. This random former twin has a cousin who played in the big leagues.
Cousin in the big leagues. In the bigs.
Yep.
I almost made a guess, and then he's not a former twin.
More family history.
That's a lot of dingers, man.
This random former twin's dad was a big leaguer.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
This former twin hit 25 home runs in his one season with the Twins.
CJ Crone.
Yep.
Yes!
Damn it, dude. Nice job. Son of a.
Oh, okay. Okay.
I was trying to write like that era. Who are these thumpers, man?
A lot of prep
Jay
for me
Crone.
today. Viking,
Nice job.
Twin. Good work.
Oh,
Wow,
All right, boys,
Declan
you-
makes it even tighter here. So
Oh.
Declan, his 7th victory in random
Exactly.
twins.
Nice work.
mentally.
Each won one today. Phil won the
Stimulating.
random Viking.
Between the in-season team math and trying to remember random twins, my brain is
Yeah.
taxed.
Yeah,
I
you
mean, they
are.
could
It's a
do
tough day.
one wild card, but then you'd have to do.
Tough day. Let's
If
not
you
even
did
go
one
back there.
wild
Let's
card,
not-
then
let's just stop.
you'd have 7 teams left.
Don't.
So you'd have to do like buys or something. It'd be very complicated.
How about the center fielder plays behind the wall and has
plays
to
behind
jump
the
over
catcher.
the center and plays over the center field fence to make a play?
How about this? You can choose one member of your coaching staff or team to be the home plate umpire for 1/2 inning in the game.
And he can do
And they
whatever
do
he
not
wants.
have to abide by an electronic strike zone. All right. Hey, thanks for hanging out with us this offseason during the doldrums of Twins free agency. This is the Skor North Twin Show. We'll see you next time.